There is nothing else in this world I would rather do than stay in this moo lay down in this bed, and not do a daggone thing for the rest of this day. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. Today is a day. I'm telling you. It's been a week. It's been a weekend. It's Sunday. I need to get some stuff done. I don't want to do anything. Menopause really, 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 really gets on my nerves. You can explain to me how science works and how our bodies have to do things in order to make humans and how important the whole situation is. I get it. I understand. Menopause is needed. Okay. But could you just reel it in a little bit? I mean, my God. It's not enough. I have to lay here and sweat and ruin my sheets and be just irritated and mouthy and sassy and hungry and not hungry all at the same time. I can't just have energy too. You can't just let me have some energy? Like, come on. So today's Sunday. I've got some things to do. I really want to make my next week a lot easier on myself. I want to get my bedding washed. I want to get my kitchen cleaned up. My kitchen, you guys, it's horrendous. And you know, the kitchen is the main part of the house. If your kitchen is a mess, your whole house is a mess, and your mind is a mess. My house isn't that big, so I need to make sure that I can keep the biggest issues at hand so that every day it's just not making me mad, making me crazy. Also, I would apologize for my appearance, but I'm not sorry. This is what you're getting. I refuse to start getting ready to make these videos anymore. This was a big reason why I didn't film so much beforehand, like, prior. I was like, oh, I gotta take a shower. I gotta get ready. I gotta do something. I can't do that anymore. I'm just not doing it. This is what it is. This is what I look like on a Sunday. If you guys are in the same boat as me, and if you're having some trouble with motivation, especially through menopause, stick around. Maybe we can help each other through the day, get some tasks done. But I needed to do this anyway. I figured I'd go ahead and film, bring you guys along just to say, hey, make sure that you guys are still here with me, and just give you guys some motivation if I could. So let's get into it. I've got a handful of things to get done. I need to go ahead and get started. No, I mentioned it earlier, but I did want to say thank you again for taking the time and spending a few minutes with me today. Just decided to stop and watch my video. It really means a lot. But I wanted to do this today for a handful of reasons, mainly because I wanted to really get myself set up good for the upcoming week. I wanted to make sure that everything was clean and tidy so that I didn't feel rushed to come home at the end of working all day and then wanting to make sure that I have the kitchen cleaned or the floors vacuumed and mopped, just things like that. I wanted to be able to come home and rest. That's really my main goal for this year, is to teach myself how to rest, not only my body, but also my mind. Another reason being, Ruben just left this morning to go on a very long fishing trip. He is on the road out of town, and he's going to be gone pretty much all week long. And I don't know if it's my age or what it is, but it used to be that I would get really upset when he would go on these big long fishing trips. I'm like, man, you're going to be gone the whole time. I'm going to be here by myself. And lately I'm just like, okay, have fun, enjoy it, stay as long as you'd like. I really enjoy my time alone. And I know that probably sounds bad, but I'm sorry. I really just enjoy my time to myself nowadays. And I knew that if he was gone, I could get the place clean. And the only mess that was going to be here was a mess that I personally caused. I don't know if you noticed at the beginning of the video, but the cans and the cups and the just little wrappers and pieces of paper and things that I was pulling off of the counter, a couple of those things, yes, they could have been mine, but just from earlier this morning, of the morning that I had filmed this, but everything else was his. And these are things that are making me want to pull every hair out of my head. Like, the trash can is right there. Why is it so hard to take your trash to the trash can? Like, he would sit it on the counter right beside the trash can, or his dirty clothes will lay in the floor right beside the hamper. I don't understand it. Or dishes, like they just sit in the sink, like where the dishwasher is. And I know I'm not the only one or the only woman on the face of the planet that deals with this, but when you are someone that is in a mind frame most of the day that you never know what little thing is just going to set you off, sometimes those things might need to be avoided. So I really don't know how else to have this conversation with Ruben. If you have any ideas or any um, suggestions on how I can explain this to him in a way that he doesn't think that I'm lying, because I don't know about you, but sometimes when I try to explain things to him, like this is menopause. I promise you, this isn't my way. He looks at me like, yeah, right. You're just using that as an excuse. But I do feel like a lot of men, they just feel like we use a lot of things as excuses. But we are stretched extremely thin. Like, we are expected to go to work just like they are. We're expected to work 40 hours a week, contribute to the household, still raise the kids, still buy all the presents for Christmas and birthdays, still remember anniversaries, all kinds of good stuff. And then come home, make sure the house is done, and then have a smile on our face and joy in our heart. It's not gonna happen, at least not in my house, not from me, not all the time. That's just I'm sorry, not gonna do it. And I don't say these things to say them in a mean way or to come off as mean, but I feel like we need to just stop apologizing for the way that we come off sometimes because I don't think everybody understands some of the things that go through our minds and are uh, say for me, for instance, like the way that I've been feeling lately, like just over this last year, not feeling myself. And, we've pretty much narrowed it down to a lot of things, a lot of hormone issues and stuff like that. And that's just not something that, I feel like we signed up for. Yeah, we get the greatest miracle of being able to give birth and creating, another life being, but all the side effects that come with it is just garbage, and I feel like we just got dealt a raw deal. So, if we could pass some of this stuff along to the men, that would be tremendous. Thank you. And in the same breath of saying that, before Ruben left yesterday, he took my car, took it to the car wash, cleaned the whole outside, cleaned the whole inside, filled it up with gas, brought it back home. He helped me load up my cornhole boards because I'm going to be taking those to work for the party next week. And he knew that I really didn't need to be lifting all that stuff. So he helped me do all that before he left. And I was like, okay, it makes it really hard for me to complain about you when you do turn around and redeem yourself by doing sweet things. But once he gets back, we don't have too much time before 4th of July rolls around, and then we're going to be taking a vacation right after that. We're just going to be going to the beach, not too far, something just to get away and to spend time together because that's another thing that I really want to work on this year is spending more quality time just between he and I. So I'm very excited to keep you updated on that. But right here, I wanted to stop and film the neighbors really quickly because there was a police officer that stopped and he stopped right at the bottom of the hill at the bottom of our driveway. And I was like, oh my God, what do we do? But he was actually there for the neighbors. He was up there looking at their cars, ended up knocking on all the doors, driving back around front. Nobody would answer the doors. And I was like, oh, I don't want to know what's going on, but at least he's not here looking for me. Anyway, I just went along with my business, minding my own, like I try to do, and got started back on the rest of this kitchen. I know I kind of went off on other things, but I feel like this is kind of like our FaceTime. This is the time that I get to talk to you guys, tell you all what's been going on. You can tell me what's been going on with you, so we don't feel alone. We're all in this together, right? But I also wanted to give you a little update on my plants here. I do want you guys to come back. If you are subscribed, make sure that you tune in next week. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and make sure you come back because if you see that big white wall back there behind my dining room table, I'm going to be filling that up. I do have two prints that I have ordered and I do need to get them framed. I'm going to be doing that this week and then adding some other things over there. I'm kind of doing a twist, like a Western twist, is kind of the style that I'm leaning towards, it seems. I don't know. You guys are going to have to help me along with the style itself. But it's just certain things that I'm seeing lately that I really enjoy and that I like and that I wanted to bring into the house. So make sure you come back so you can see all of that come together. You're going to see here in just a second my shower curtain in my bathroom. I don't think you guys have seen it yet. Well, you may have. I'm not sure if it was in the last video or not. But I ended up seeing this online and I've really been wanting to bring more color into the house, and I'm trying to figure out different ways to do it because I'm terrified of color. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to style a home. I just see things that I like and things that I enjoy, and that's just what I want to put in my house and look at every day. It used to be that I wanted to kind of ride along with what everybody else was doing and put things out, have a style and decor that everybody else did, but I'm kind of getting off of that. I'm really just trying to stick to what I like and what everybody in my house wants to see. So I really do need your guys' help because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just really trying to help with color. So the shower curtain, again, like I said, I liked it online. It did just come from Walmart. I didn't spend an arm and a leg on it, but I like the print of it. It's, um, it, I don't know how to say it. Well, you guys are going to see it. You guys are going to need to let me know your thoughts because I feel like if the colors were a little bit more muted, I would like it better. I don't know. I'm keeping it up there because I'm trying to let it grow on me. It's been up for probably 3 weeks now, and I'm still not in love with it. I have thought about maybe washing it with some Rit dye. I don't know. Maybe just trying to mute the colors out myself. I don't know. Any of you guys with like a DIY excellent brain can give me some suggestions on what to do. And again, it wasn't that expensive. It was less than $20. I can do away with it. I can give it away, donate it, however, and get something else. I was just trying to, I don't know. I don't know. You guys, I was just trying to make it colorful and pretty in there. But speaking of colorful and pretty, I do have a summer front porch video that I'm planning on doing. I do have some flowers that I want to go pick out and put on the front porch. Right now I have those ferns and I like them, but they're not nearly as big as what I thought they were going to end up being. I also want to grab some new pillows and possibly a new rug. I do love that black and white rug only because it goes with anything and everything. And again, I'm just trying to bring some happiness and color into my life. So, any suggestions on that? It does help that our house is just like a natural color and our shutters are black. I can pretty much put anything out there. Along with the gray furniture, I would love to find some new cushions to fit that, but you guys know my luck with trying to find anything to fit those chairs. It's just not happening. So, the only way I'm going to be able to do that is pull some color in with a new rug or some new pillows. I'm still also on the search for the perfect summer bed blanket. So I've decided that it is muslin that I like. I believe I found that they are called like a 3-layer muslin bed blanket. So really my only thing now is trying to find the correct size for my bed and then just finding the right sheet set. I've really started to get into greens and blues lately, specifically light blues, like the baby blue color. I don't know why. I'm really just drawn towards that color recently, so I feel like that would be a really pretty summer color to bring into the bedroom. So maybe I can find some sheets that kind of went with that, or maybe even something of that color in the blanket. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, please let me know, put it in the comments or send me a message on Instagram or something because I really haven't been able to find exactly what it is that I'm looking for yet. Oh my gosh. This is not going to fit. I'm seriously going to have to do like a huge declutter again in here. How do I do this? Like, sincerely. I don't. This is enough. This is. ridiculous. We're not going to talk about this. It's a problem for another day. Problem for another day. Like, why are there hairs stuck to my wall? Stuff like that will send me into a rage for no reason. Y'all need to remind me in the comments that I need to take this to work because I need to use it for the picnic this week. Thank you. Okay, now that you guys are here, now that you see the shower curtain, what are your thoughts? You're not going to hurt my feelings. I do value your opinion. I just want you to see what my vision was, and you really can't see it from this video. That is something else that I do have planned. It's something kind of like, I really don't know how I'm going to title it yet, but it's like pretty much the things that I have that are new in my house that you probably haven't seen because it's been so long since I've uploaded a video, and the plans that I have upcoming. So it's kind of like that, but it's for like decor purposes, okay? So I wanted you guys to just kind of see the vision of why I went with that. Again, I do enjoy that big print of the flowers, and the colors just looked completely different online. They just looked so much different. And if you guys can tell me if there's a way, and I don't even know what kind of material that is. Okay, I do know it is, no, it's not. Is it Martha Stewart? I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's not. So I don't know. It's probably like polyester cotton blend. I'm not quite sure. So if you think I can dye it, let me know. If you think that I can bleach it, if that would ruin it, because you know how like sometimes bleach will mute a color instead of just bleaching it white. You know what I mean? Ugh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anyway, if you have suggestions, please let me know. Now that we're finished in the bathroom, we're going to jump back over into the bedroom and start dusting all the tables. I did not use my cleaner in here that I showed you guys in the last video. I'm just using Pledge, but I'm curious to know if you guys checked that out, and if you had, if anybody had ordered it, and I wanted to know your thoughts on it because the smell of that new one that I got, the sun-dried linen, oh my gosh, I cannot say. And now I really thought that Brazilian Waves was going to be my favorite. No, that sun-dried linen is to die for. So if you guys did check it out, or if you have it and you had already had it before I had said anything in my video, let me know what your thoughts are. I really want to know if you guys like that or not. And also, before I put my sheets on the bed, I had used the linen spray that it came with and sprayed my whole bed down with it. And then it also came with like a neutralizing spray, and I made sure to take that into the living room, and I sprayed down my rugs with it. Also, my curtains and Bodhi's bed. It is non-toxic, and it really, the only smell that you get other than the scent is like an apple cider vinegar. Okay, so I have wiped everything down here in the bedroom. I also did both of the dressers. I just didn't film that. I'm waiting on the duvet to get finished so I can put that in the dryer. Then I'm going to put the sheets in the washer. So while I'm waiting on that, I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum. I'm just going to do basic floors and then like the living room big rug. I don't know if I'm going to wash all my rugs today or not. It just depends on how long it takes everything else to get through the washer. Maybe. I don't know. I'll let you know. But that's what I'm going to do now. It's still pretty early. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. So I'm on the road to getting stuff done as early as I wanted to because I did want to take the rest of the evening to just kind of unwind and get my mind right for the week upcoming and just kind of, you know, rest my brain and my body. That was the most important thing I wanted to do today. So let's go ahead and get started on the vacuuming so I can pull everything else together. So I know in the last video, I was talking to you guys about some things that I was trying to start doing to kind of keep my mind together, not be so anxious and things like that. And reading was something that I was really trying to get back into. I did stop, well, I didn't stop. I did finish that last book. I believe I mentioned that to you guys, and it was absolutely amazing. And you guys did give me suggestions. I have a couple in mind that I did want to start. But there's also been some really, really good documentaries out there. I don't know if you guys have seen The Crash yet on Netflix. If you haven't, you've probably been under a rock or you just don't enjoy documentaries like I do. But if you've not seen it and you do enjoy crime documentaries, I highly suggest you go and watch it. That was really good. There's also probably 4 or 5 that I'm aware of that are about the same case. They're just like different documentaries, if that makes sense. So if you can go and find those and watch those, I suggest those as well. But there's another one that I've been seeing, and it's called Maternal Instinct. Ruben's sister told me about it the other day, and then I've been seeing all over TikTok and Instagram about it as well. So I do want to start that. I'll probably start that this evening. If you guys have seen that, let me know in the comments if you've seen it and if you enjoyed it, and if you have any other suggestions. I'm really hoping that this summer brings out a whole bunch of really good movies to the theaters. I feel like we haven't had a good summer of movies in a really, really long time. I really can't even honestly tell you the last good movie that I saw in the movie theater. And Ruben and I used to go all the time. I mean, we probably went 2 to 3 times a week, and that was way back. Well, probably before COVID. That's when I feel like movies in the theater were good all the time, and then it just went downhill after that. But I don't know. I just really don't feel like we have had any good movies in the theaters in a very long time. So I'm hoping that this summer really brings some good ones out. I also want to take more advantage of the stuff that we have here in our hometown. We do have a lot of outdoor music stuff that happens, and I want to take advantage of that. I want to take more advantage of the hiking that we have. Here in the Blue Ridge, we've got a ton, and I mean a ton of like the natural hiking. What do you call it? What do you call it? Ugh, words. I can't think. Trails, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, there's a bunch of that here, like right outside my house, and I don't take nearly enough advantage of that. I need to get Bodhi out. Just all the things. I need to take more advantage of being outside, and that's definitely something that I want to start this summer. So as you can tell, I did decide to go ahead and put on some actual clothes because I decided to come and sit on the front porch. If you guys can hear Bodhi in the background, I truly apologize, but it's so nice out here. I got everything finished. I got the entire house vacuumed. I got my bathroom cleaned. That way when I get up to go to work in the morning, I don't have to rush around a whole bunch of mess. Everything is where it's supposed to be. I got my bed all cleaned. Everything is made up and ready for me to hit the sack and just start my week with a fresh mind and just some calmness about it. Today wasn't meant to be about perfection and getting everything done that needed to get done. It's really just trying to start to get myself to get into the mindset of not everything is a priority. I feel like I'm in a rush all the time, like my brain is always in hurry, hurry, hurry mode. And I'm trying to relax and teach myself that that's not how I have to live my life. So I had these things in my brain that I wanted to get done and accomplish today. That's what I did. Did I want to get up and do it? Absolutely not. Is there about 17 things online that I wanted to watch today? Absolutely. But this stuff needed to get done. So I'm glad I did it. I hope this gave you some motivation. If it did, let me know in the comments if you enjoy this type of video. Again, I appreciate you guys being here and all of the support. I hope this lifted you up and I hope this gets you off and started to a great week. So a lot of you guys gave me some really good recommendations on the last video. I'm getting ready to start the tenant on my Kindle, so that's what I'll be spending the rest of my evening out here on the porch doing. I'm just going to go ahead and finish my evening out here on the porch. He's going to be out here being nosy and lazy. I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.